Hey guys, welcome back. I wanted to just do this video real quick. I've been wanting to do this one for one of my favorite D-list or C-list characters that's gonna soon be an A-lister. I've always had an affinity for this particular character because it's so hodgepodge, and it looks like something that, you know, they just made up on the cuff, and it worked. I love characters like that. So not only am I showing you guys the first appearance of the character Taskmaster, he's slated to be the bad guy in the upcoming Black Widow movie, so I thought it was pretty poignant to talk about. And I'm also going to compare Taskmaster figures from the past and present, as it will probably have another reboot after the movie comes out. It looks a bit more, say, hardware, motorcycle helmet kind of mask instead of this ghoul mask that he has. So this is the 2005 Toy Biz version that I bought loose from eBay. And then this is the Juggernaut Builder figure. No, Onslaught Builder figure. Taskmaster. Updated. I did customize it. I added that cape because otherwise it didn't look like Taskmaster. You know, it was a little too modern. In fact, I'm not even fond of this lightsaber that he has. I might have to find him a real sword. Oops, sorry. There we go. So Taskmaster in the comics, he is he's like an Olympic style athlete, pretty strong naturally, but he does. I don't think they determine if he's like a mutant or just a really gifted person, but he has a photographic memory, and he can mimic pretty much every person's fighting technique. That's why he's called Taskmaster. I've always liked his color scheme, which is this weird, obviously the weird hobgoblin-like style borrowed from Spider-Man, but I like this color combination that he has. The blue and orange, or baby brown, if you will. You can see in this is his cameo. That's Avengers 195, and this is his full appearance, Avengers 196. So you can see it's evolved quite evolved from there in the modern style here. Still got that kind of the Grim Reaper face. Went from kind of like a ski mask style Grim Reaper face to a helmet style. Yeah, let's take a look at this Toy Biz. Okay, so this is the 2005 Taskmaster from Toy Biz. As you can see, it's kind of a thinner body, just like the old school Toy Biz days. But what I did like about what Toy Biz did or does, I actually don't know if they're still in business, you guys might want to comment on that, is it stayed true to the source material. But of course, these were just coming out in the early 2000s, so, they weren't really taking any liberties. They were just doing exactly as they were asked. Really, really fine detail, really down to the belt. I did score this off eBay loose, and he didn't have a sword, so I kind of stole Hellboy's sword, and works just fine. So he comes with a shield. There doesn't have a bow, but he does. I think this is for the sword. He's supposed to have a quiver too, but again, I got this loose, so I really just wanted a representation of Taskmaster in my collection. So let's see what else you can do here. This cowl is rubber, quite heavy. It pulls him back all the time, so I have a stand here. And he's not really, I mean, he's strong enough to stand on his own, but that cape is so heavy, it just drags him down. Pretty decent articulation for that day. You got all the double jointed knee, nice ball joints on the legs. No ball joint on the ankle though, just a little bit of rocking, and of course the articulated toe, which was really cool. I mean, he is an athlete, so I'm sure they expected you to pose him in all sorts of athletic poses. Yeah, sure could shoot a bow and arrow if you wanted to. Ab crunch, very good. For being as old as this is, what are we looking at here? Wow, 15 years old. Still pretty tight joints. Really, really high quality stuff, and I couldn't believe back in the day that, considering what we're paying nowadays for Marvel Legends, these were like $8.99 on the shelf, and even back then it was expensive, It's like, oh, $8.99, I'd never pay that much for a figure, but yeah, these Marvel Legends, man, they were pretty amazing. Worth every penny if you could afford it back in the day. Yeah, look at that. Very, very, very true to the source material. Kind of clown-like gauntlet gloves. He does have a gun, so very happy that he still has his gun. Kind of looks like a blaster, Han Solo blaster. Goes right in there. Pretty cool. Moving on to the more modern Taskmaster. As you can see, his paint scheme is not quite like the source material. I kind of wish he had more orange here, and on the cuffs it made him very plain. Probably because he was like a troop builder too. He does come with an alternate head that looks like one of the generic bad guys that are in the troop builders for Marvel Legends. The only thing that's uniquely his color scheme is the shield, and I don't know how I feel about the size. I definitely prefer the size of the original Toy Biz, and definitely the color scheme and detail. It's much better. This is very minimal. It's just a clip there. The Toy Biz one has straps and everything. In fact, you could put it on his back if need be for display reasons. And I also actually do like the old school kind of ghoul mask. I do appreciate the modernism of this, but it might have overshot a little bit. And all around the details are very muted. You can even see like this looks very rushed. It might be a good one to repaint and customize for your own, for your own idea of what Taskmaster should look like. I did do some customization. I added this cape. Otherwise, it would just be a kind of a boring, again, like security guard shield looking figure. Maybe I'll do a video to show you how to make one of these. It's quite simple. Since the heads just pop off, you can do it yourself. I might want to weather it a little bit. Maybe do some tears and bullet holes and whatnot. I do like that, but I still prefer the old school look. This is one of those figures that are gonna, well, personally, I'm gonna end up having more than one. one of those figures that you don't expect you'll have multiple of, but this definitely might be one of them because they're going to modernize him, and we'll see what he looks like in the Black Widow movie. I think that's the current confirmed villain. Well, thanks for watching. I just wanted to get this video out of my system. Again, Taskmaster is one of my favorite DC lister Marvel characters that's about to get the A-list treatment, and which is kind of cool. He's an interesting character. I don't know when the Black Widow movie comes out at this point. I just really wanted to do this video when I had time to do so. Thanks again. Like, subscribe if you like this video, and again, take all critiques and suggestions. Thanks again for watching.